For a second consecutive year, the magnificent Shenzhen Arena is playing host to the LI-NING China Masters, the fourth of 6 Super 750 events on the HSBC BWF World Tour. And as part of the World Tour Finals trophy will be brought into the arena by Wu Jian, a representative of the competition team. And the World Tour Finals is just for the best of the best, the culmination of the World Tour where only the top 8 players and pairs in each of the 5 disciplines will qualify. So day 6 of competition, which means it's finals day, and we start with mixed doubles. And history will be made because for the very first time since the first China Masters 20 years ago, the mixed doubles winners will not come from the host nation. It will be a first ever title at this event for players from either Thailand or Malaysia. It's Puavaranukroh and Paewsampran against the newly crowned world champions Chen and TotalEnergies. Then it's women's singles, and the reigning Olympic champion is looking to bounce back in her first tournament after the disappointment of losing her world championship title last month. She's up against Han Yue of China in her 5th final of the year, but she's still looking for her first title in 2025. Women's doubles follows that, and Kim Hae-jeong and Kong Hee-young create a little bit of history as they are the first pair from Korea to contest the women's doubles final at the China Masters. They're up against the in-form Jia Yifan and Zhang Shuxian, winners last week in Hong Kong. Then it's men's singles, an all-unseeded affair featuring 2 left-handers. Weng Hongyang will have the overwhelming support of the home fans, but Lin Chun-yi is in tremendous form, having beaten the world number 2 and 4 ranked players on his way to today's final. We then finish with men's doubles, and this promises to be an explosive encounter. It's the new world champions Kim Won-ho and the defending champions Hsuo Xiang-jae in a staggering 9th final in only their 12th tournament of the year. They're up against the Asian Games gold medalists Ranki Reddy and Shetty in their 2nd final in 2 weeks. Well, with mixed doubles being our first final of the day, a chance for us to look at the draw from the quarter-final stage. 6 seeds, only 2 in the top half. Only 4 different flags next to the 8 pairs, which makes it the least diverse of all 5 disciplines. At semi-final stage, we have the top 4 seeds, and that's the first time that's happened in a mixed doubles at a World Tour event this year. So as far as the race to the World Tour Finals is concerned, this is the list at the moment, and the number 1 and 3 ranked pairs are in today's final. But despite that, whether they win or lose, whichever pair wins, the top 3 will remain the same. Fan Yangzhe and Wang Dongping, currently at 5, will go up 1 place to number 4 due to their semi-final here this week. So we're just about set for our first final of the day. I'm Jill Clark. Sitting alongside me is former Danish head coach Sten Pedersen as we watch Puavaranukroh and Paewsampran emerge into the arena. And Sten, I know you were concerned about Puavaranukroh's knee injury.
Yes, we saw it at the World Championships that he didn't seem to move freely, and they lost early last week in Hong Kong Open. So it's great to see him return to form here, but the question is just how good is he? Can he challenge together with Paewsampran, the newly crowned world champions?
So to the newly crowned world champions, Chen and TotalEnergies. Their 4th tournament since winning gold in Paris last month. This is their first final above a 500 level, which makes their gold medal in Paris even more remarkable. But my goodness, they played well yesterday in their semi-final against last year's champions Fan Yangzhe and Wang Dongping. So this will be a fifth meeting between these two pairs, and of the previous four, well, it is the Thai combination who've won the last two, including the semi-final in the Indonesia Super 1000 event. It was 3 thrilling games in Jakarta, an hour and 5 minutes.
Serve.
So the Thai combination have won the toss of the coin and have chosen to serve. And if you've been with us earlier in the week, and I hope you have, because we've seen some absolutely tremendous badminton, you will know that there is a drift in this arena, as there tends to be with most large arenas. And it does make a difference on the ends. So as we look at the former world champion, Puavaranukroh, he's 28 years of age. From Chonburi, means City of Water. He has been a world #1 with his former partner, with whom he won the World Championships, Sapsari Paewsampran. His new partner, Paewsampran, is 25 years of age. And they are playing in their third Super 750 tournament final. Now just look at that. All 2 game matches. A total time on court of 2 hours and 7 minutes, which means an average match time of 31 minutes 45 seconds. That is extraordinarily quick. Semi-final against the #1 seeds, Jiang and Wei of China. This is Toei Wei, who turned 25 on Thursday. 3 days ago. We wish her a belated happy birthday. She's from the ancient city of Malacca, and they are currently #3 on the world rankings. In fact, they're enjoying their 9th week in total. It's their 3rd spell at their career high of 3. Chen is 27 from Ipoh, and he's a tall man, 180. That's about 5'11". They were semi-finalists last year, and in the semi-final this year, they got revenge over the pair that beat them a year ago. The defending champions Fang Yangzhe and Wang Dongping, dropping the opening game, as indeed they did, in their quarter-final against the Hong Kong pair of Tang and Xin. So no players from either Thailand or Malaysia has ever won a title at the China Masters. That will change today. But will it be a first title for Thailand or a first title for players from Malaysia? So our court officials, Su Xiangfeng of China in the umpire's chair, and Iji Nonaguchi of Japan, the service judge. Well, I immediately notice that Puavaranukroh has still got that right knee strapped, but the strapping doesn't seem to be quite as heavy as we've seen it previously.
Oh, it was a brace in the World Championships, and it's good signs that it's gone down to a strapping.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Puavaranukroh and superstar Paewsampran, Thailand. On my left, Chen and Malaysia. Superstar Paewsampran to serve to Chen level.
So it is the #4 seeds from Thailand, Puavaranukroh and Paewsampran, getting this final underway against the world champions and number 3 seeds Chen and Tou Wei.
1 love.
Net call there for Sudirman, Paewsampran.
What a lovely smash from Puavaranukroh. I always think of him as a tactically astute player.
Yeah, very much so. Very good on the mid-court area, tends to reach the shuttle really, really high on the mid-court area, Puavaranukroh. And of course, quick on his feet, so the knee injury wasn't exactly what he wanted going into the World Championships.
No.
I think Paewsampran also has strapping on her left knee. She wears this brace on her right knee. That's quite common as I recalled it, but there's also a strapping on the left knee, I think. Yeah, there it is.
There is indeed. Well spotted, Steen.
And I think the finish to this rally we just saw here, a battle at the net between Tou Wei and Paewsampran, that could be very, very important for the outcome of this match.
Well, this is just about a perfect start by the tie combination, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, they had an incredible start to their partnership. They won their first 5 finals together, the Thailand pair. Lost their last 2 finals that they played, though.
Chen and Tou. Patient, disguised drop shot from Chen there. That was one of the things when they first made their way up through the ranks. That was so. Ooh, nice challenge.
I'm not surprised. Looked a little bit long to me. But we're not in the best position to see the line calls, are we, Steve? We've been disastrous this week.
Yeah. We've been very, very poor. And I've also tried to find a spot where we are in the worst position to see the court or see the lines, but that's not so easy. We got that one.
Good challenge.
Service over. 7-1. Play.
Oh, gosh, she's quick on the net, isn't she? I think Paewsampran, since she formed this partnership, and it's very nearly a year since they started playing together. It was the Arctic Open last October where they formed their partnership. And I think that she has blossomed.
She has. I recall seeing them there, and I thought it was just sort of like, okay, a little bit of variation after building up for the Olympics and so on, and then perhaps back to the old partnership for Puavaranukroh with TotalEnergies. But they were building for the future.
Yeah.
And that also, I think that's a good lesson to both players and especially coaches, that if you give someone a chance, then very often they grow. And that that's one of the difficult things to figure out. When is the right time to make these changes? Because we've also seen the Chinese pairs split here, and that wasn't as successful.
In fact, it wasn't successful at all, I don't think. Well, this is a fabulous start. 11-2, the advantage to Puavaranukroh and Paewsampran at the mid-game interval of the opening game.
Sometimes you can find you mau letak lagi variasi boleh tambah sikit atau 5 minutes cari lagi pilih tengah tadi lagi cari tenang jangan panik pun lagi semua siap lagi kadang-kadang kalau aku dah ini keluar dia tekan bagi semua siap untuk cover kamu lah
20 seconds.
We're talking of partnerships splitting. This Malaysian pair at the end of March earlier this year, it was announced that they were splitting and going their separate ways. And a few months later, they're world champions. It's amazing.
And I mean, it's one of the shortest splits that I've witnessed, because they were back together before they'd actually played a tournament with their new partners. They played a couple of tournaments, and there was no such luck. So the world gold medal
just long
proves that this is the right combination.
Oh, there's no doubt whatsoever, I don't think. But it often happens with partnerships. There you can see it's clearly long. You know, you come onto the world scene, you have success, then everybody starts analysing you, and the freshness of any new partnership then gets a little bit stale, and that's to be expected. You go up a steep curve of improvement, and then you plateau off. Yeah. It's only natural and to be expected. You've got to work your way through that.
Happens to everybody.
Yeah.
Good flicker here from flick serve, I should say, from Toei Wei to Paewsampran. I think that's really important to get Paewsampran away from the front court, where, in my opinion, she has the upper hand over Toe.
That's a beautiful backhand from Chen. That one. That set up the whole rally. Super play.
And that's going to be very important for the Malaysians if they can get control of the rallies from that far side of the court. Didn't succeed there, played the low serve to Paewsampran. Immediately she played a good service return, and the Thais were in control.
Nice idea, wrong execution. Trying to play the block across court, or maybe it was an attempted drive across court.
No.
13-5. Thai pair playing with the drift at the moment. Well taken. Steen, I just want to go back to the point that you make, that, you know, if a player like Paewsampran is given the opportunity, they can blossom.
Yeah.
You also need to make sure that the partner of the not so experienced player understands, because they're going to have not such good results as they used to have with his World Championship winning partner, and he needs to understand and accept that this is something to build for the future.
I totally agree. That's perhaps the most important thing that the players are on the same page. We've seen it with Huang Dongping when she was partnered with Feng Yanjie, trying to educate and help and support him, because we had some of the posts from her social media translated, and it's some really interesting posts. And this is the situation that makes it really tough, because if you partner with an experienced partner, if you partner a young player with an experienced partner that's not really that interested or not that good of a teacher, then it can end up in disaster. And that's why it's such a tricky thing to combine new partnerships.
Absolutely, and we should therefore give Adichapon Puavaranukroh huge credit for how he's helped his partner develop.
Yeah.
Get ready.
So 17-5 in this opening game. She was a little bit slow to get her racket up ready there. Throwing away. A little stamp of frustration from Paewsampran.
She was extremely quick to get forward to the net, and that was, I like that little stamp of frustration, because she should have made that one.
Yeah, and so despite them being way up in this game, it's just wides.
19-7.
They're going to have different pressures now, the Malaysian pair.
Yeah.
But they will always be the gold medalists from 2025.
Everybody wants to beat them.
Yes. Lucky net court.
Service over. 19.
Looks like the Malaysians are relying on the change of ends to change things for them. Looking a bit casual.
Opening game, 21-8.
First game online, Puavaranukroh and Paewsampran, 41-8.
In just 13 minutes. What a fantastic start by the Thai combination.
สร้างเกมบุกเยอะหน่อยเพิ่มหน่อยเกมนี้แต่ว่าไม่ได้เกี่ยวกับต้องวางนะไม่ได้เกี่ยวกับต้องวางทำอะไรสิ่งที่เราทำได้คือ1ไม่เสีย2ทิศทาง3คุณภาพลูกเรื่องคุณภาพลูกดีแล้วเซตไปต่อเนื่องเขาเติมมาจะโยนจะเคาะจะตัดดูคนหน่อยถ้าจะตบไปก็ดูคนหน่อยแล้วเตรียมอะไรต่อโยนไปปุ๊บก็เตรียมรับไม่เห็นเป็นไรเราโดนไปเตรียมรับมันยิ่งบีบเข้าใจตบของมีโอกาสไม่เกี่ยว
Panjang siap lagi. Baik, kalau aku mau main cepat, you siap bagi main cepat dulu. Jika dulu, lepas tu bawa aku balik. Sekarang dia pergi buat dia punya. Saya pergi cover, okey? Macam mana itu bola turun, saya pergi paksa dulu. Saya main terlalu lambat mah. Dia sekarang tak selesa mah. Okey? Okey, boleh. Cuba satu-satu. Saya cepat aja. Yang salah saya cover balik. Jangan terlalu mau rushing sangat. Mesti mau tenang. Okey. Betul. Kamu cuba lagi .
现场其实我们问只是我们自己炫耀没报，你会觉得他都没有想打死我们一样。
Second game. Level. Play.
So the number 4 seeds from Thailand, Puavaranukroh and Paewsampran, 1 game to the good, and it was a rather one-sided opening game. 21-8 in just 13 minutes. They just seemed off the pace, the world champions, in that opening game.
Yeah, they did.
Well, as I was telling you, they lost the opening game, the Malaysians, of their semi-final before coming through to win against last year's champions. That's a super placement of the smash across the body.
Perfect. And
Nice.
the last 3 matches between these 2 pairs have all gone full distance.
Somebody's right behind the court using a flashlight. How the Malaysians managed to concentrate, I'm not sure. He was fast forward there, wasn't he?
Fantastic play there by Chen. Played the penultimate shot a little bit behind himself.
Dasanapan Visvas, the Thai coach, the gentle giant.
Oh, that's landed in.
That's a wonderful serve from Chen.
Super play. Fantastic awareness by Chen. And this is going to be crucial for the Malaysians, that they can maintain the control over the rallies.
Super play by Toei Wei.
5-2.
Behind the back, still couldn't save him. Oh, just wide. Another nice idea though.
5.
As the Malaysians are hitting with the drift, there's just a little bit of extra pace on those smashes.
Yeah, and that side is the better one in the mixed doubles discipline. In the men's singles, they will see the far side of the court as the better one, I suspect.
Super. Well, they're the second pair from Malaysia in the mixed doubles final of the China Masters, because there was a pair last year, Hu Pangrong and Cheng Su Yin.
7-3.
They're only the 4th finalists from Malaysia throughout the 20 years of the China Masters. I should clarify that we haven't had a China Masters every year. The first China Masters was in 2005 when it was a Grand Prix event, then became a Super Series, then a Grand Prix Gold, and with the inception of the World Tour, partway through the World Tour, it became a World Tour 750 event. Whereas we had 2 China Opens initially on the World Tour. Oh, that's nice.
We're going to see quite a battle in the service situation. Battle for the initiative. I don't think any of the two pairs wants to let the control
that's
go.
loose.
Yeah.
Wrong choice of shots, the flick serve, but a good flick serve.
And that's a little bit easier playing up against the drift.
Back level. 4-point deficit has been closed. Oh, that's a good smash.
8, 7.
It's a surprising smash from Dechapon. They are going cross again, but this time on Chen Changji.
Good return of serve.
8,
Well, that had been 5 straight points for the tie combination.
过尾啦，要走啊！来，小姐。
Service over. 9, 8.
เฟรมถ้าเองเริ่มหยอดเองต้องเตรียมตัวให้ดีเซตตัวเองให้ดีจะไปไหนต่อเข้าใจป่ะหยอดต้องเข้าหน้าดีลูกแข่งออกมาไม่ต้องไปสนใจให้แนว 2 เป็นตัวเล่น
Last week, this tie combination lost in the second round to Maulana and Jamil.
They played a good tournament, the Indonesians, last
They
week.
did. Gosh, he's quick at moving forward, isn't he?
Service over.
Tangier.
9, 0.
A little stamp of frustration this time from Chen.
10, 9. Service
That's a
over.
pity.
10, 0.
Well, they dealt with that drive serve exceptionally well. And it means that Puavaranukroh and Paewsampran have the 1-point advantage at the mid-game interval here of the second game, having already won the first.
Tadi sometimes boleh kuat sikit lah. Bola-bola bawah sini you keluar panjang. Faham? You mesti confident dengan you punya ini stroke.
20
Yang dibuat
seconds.
ini agak-agak.
20 seconds.
Come on, cuba lagi. Tak apa.
Eleven, 10. No. Left.
So 11-10, the advantage to Puavaranukroh and Paewsampran. Nice block. Brilliant defence from Toei Wei.
Service over. It's settled. 11-0.
That is magnificent.
Yeah, and I think that was important. I don't think she's really been that much involved in the game as of yet, and if she can get a little bit extra confidence, that would help the world champions.
Good rally.
Fantastic rally.
She's very alert, isn't she, Paewsampran?
11.
Look at that interception. Well taken. Launched himself towards the net. Real commitment. Look at that. Super.
Yeah. The last serve must have been before the interval. Was a drive serve from Chen to Paewsampran, and I think the goal is to make her a little bit insecure at the front court. The goal for the Malaysians.
Good serve again. Well, it's getting fast and furious now, isn't it? Some of these rallies. Oh, that's way too loose. Yeah, apologises for hitting her opponent. What happened? Did he think his partner was going to take it or something? I'm not sure.
She couldn't really get involved there in the backhand side. I think he's been successful, Chen, in also playing the cross short to the backhand side of Paewsampran.
14-13.
First one found the mid-court area nicely, but then the next one, it was closed from the Thai player.
Pushed it long. I wonder if this is the decisive passage of play. It's only a 2-point advantage, but it is 3 straight points.
There's something with Toei Wei's right hip. She's hitting it with a racket grip. She was holding it previously a couple of times.
I have a feeling she may have dived during a previous match and hurt her hip.
Lucky to get away with that, Paewsampran. There was a couple of situations earlier where I thought the better choice was a block. Well, no, I changed my mind after seeing it from a different angle. She actually played the best shot possible every time.
That was an absolute beauty.
Chen Tongji. Look at that. That's
Yeah.
a perfect shot.
Did well on her defence there, Toei Wei. And the score's back level.
Very loud shouts from Toei Wei that we also saw in the semi-final against Feng and Huang. And it's a fine line. I think before it's deemed as a distraction to the opponent when you certainly shout very, very loud in the middle of the rally.
Control of that rally and couldn't convert the Malaysian pair.
Maybe she should have left it.
Yeah. We can all be wise after the event, though, can't we?
Yeah.
She's so efficient from the front of the court, Paewsampran. When she gets the opportunity, it's rarely she doesn't put it away.
I'm with you, and that's where Puavaranukroh has gotten something extra compared to when he was playing with Taylor Chanachai. She was good, but she was more like an all-rounder. She was strong from the backcourt as well.
Yeah.
So needed a little bit extra height to finish it off at the net. And that's where Paewsampran really have proven her worth.
Well, she and Puavaranukroh, tie combination. Of course, looking at Malaysia's, the tie combination, a 2-point advantage and 2 points away from a 4th title in 2025. One point away. 3 match point opportunities for Puavaranukroh and Paewsampran. And they've done it. Absolute delight for Paewsampran and Puavaranukroh, beating the world champions Chen Tongji and Toei Wei in 2 straight games. 21-8, 21-17 in just 34 minutes. And it really is lovely to see Puavaranukroh back playing well and moving well against them.
It is. I was worried when I saw him during the World Championships, fearing that it was a very serious injury.
Yeah. A 4th title of the year when contesting their 6th final of 2025. Well, the 2nd Super 750 title for them this year because they have already won the Singapore Open. Confirmation of the scoreline, 21-8, 21-17. And a 6th World Tour title in total for Puavaranukroh and Paewsampran. Well, we'll have the prize presentation in just a moment. And I sincerely hope, Steen, that some of the Malaysian fans are understanding just because you've won a world title doesn't mean to say you can win every tournament.
Yeah, and I think the Malaysians did quite well so soon after winning the World Championships. They were one of the more surprising gold medalists in Paris, and I'm not even sure it's sunk already into the two Malaysians that they've won, and going out here and sort of supporting that performance, which I think they did.
Yeah.
Toei Wei looked like if she was in some kind of physical distress, and that sort of gave Puavaranukroh and Paewsampran a really good start to this match. Made the most of it.
Well, also, we ought to mention that it's the first pair from a nation other than China to win the China Masters mixed doubles title. And that in itself is pretty special. Only the third finalist from Thailand across all 5 disciplines at this particular event. Prior to this, it was only singles players. Back in 2009, Boomsakpon Sana reached the final of the men's singles. And then in 2013, Paewsampran reached the final of the women's singles. It was an astonishing record by China. Chinese pairs winning every mixed doubles title at the China Masters until this year.
And I tried to think back when that sort of dynasty started, and I think it actually started with Liu Yong and Gefei back in the late 90s.
Yeah.
Because up until then, from the early 80s to the late 90s, they didn't dominate the mixed doubles to the extent that we've seen here.
No.
As of late. Zhang Jun and Gao Ling with their 2 Olympic gold medals sort of extended or enhanced the domination and perhaps also the love for mixed doubles in the Chinese team.
Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei in more recent times.
有请获奖运动员和颁奖嘉宾入场。
Now, let's welcome the finalists and presenters.
So to the start of the prize presentation for the mixed doubles finalists.
The runner-up of mixed doubles are Shenzhen Arena and World Malaysia.
Chen and Toei Wei in their second final in the last two tournaments played.
The champions of mixed doubles are
And the champions, Puavaranukroh and Paewsampran. A fourth title of the year to go with the Malaysian Super 1000, the Thailand Masters 300 and the Singapore Open, which, like this tournament, is a Super 750. Well, smiles. Trophies presented by Shenzhen Arena, the world men's singles champion. First winners at the China Masters for players from Thailand. Winning the title without dropping a game. That is very impressive.
Let's welcome Ms. Vivian Zhang, Head of GC and INF, South China, HSBC and China Company Limited, to present the prize cash.
And of course the prize money. $85,100 to the winners.
Let's welcome our distinguished guests to take photos with the finalists. Tennis ball presenters.
请获奖运动员合影留念。
Photo time for the finalists.
Oh, that's nice. Puavaranukroh putting his arm around his opponent, Chen.
And now it's time for the champions. Please enjoy the moment.
Oh yeah, you don't want to throw that away, young man. Sixth World Tour title as a pair. And they haven't been playing together for quite 1 year yet. That's remarkable. Well, coming up next, it is the Olympic champion An Se-young in the women's singles against Han Yue of China.